Frozy, welcome back to the channel, man. Happy to see y'all. Hopefully, y'all happy to see me. Beautiful Monday, day after Father's Day. Hopefully, everybody had a great holiday. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Make sure you comment below. Turn them notifications on. It's been raining all day. Well, you know, bros. Okay. Rain doesn't change the fact that the day still could be beautiful. I didn't say the weather was beautiful. I said it's a beautiful day. You know why? You woke up. Got your ass up. You went to work. Maybe you went to the gym like Frozen is going to be going for his 4th straight day. And I'm proud of it. It's only day 4, but so what? Day 44, I'll still be flexing this shit a little bit differently. Now, I'm not going to lie to you. I had a yoo-hoo last night around 11:30. You know, Rome wasn't built in a day. I got some bad eating habits. I actually only eat once or twice a day. It's usually after 8, 9, 10, 11 o'clock. I'm all zaza'd up, right? Just remind myself, oh shit, I didn't eat anything today. Now I'm trying to get 2 meals in a 4-hour span and then go to bed. And that's why I'm fucking fat. But other than that, we're going to burn it off. First thing to fix a problem is identifying that it is a problem. So, yeah, I had a yoo-hoo late last night with a little cosmic brownie. But, you know, I'm going to make sure instead of 30 minutes of cardio today, maybe up at the 40 after the lifting. But all that, we got more bullshit to talk about. I don't even want to rev you up, get you excited like there's going to be anything in here in this blog other than more bullshit. But I got a spin on it. I got an opinion on it. And with that being said, let's rock.
Yeah, we used to get it off the stove. Now we gon' get it off the rack. You're rocking with Frozen and bros. We're now in the zone. We need ice in the super chat. We about to kick in them doors. Like get on the phone. I wanna know where it's at. We at the table with legends. When they get to talking, I bet they don't tell you that. Hold up. Wait, don't cut me off while I'm talking my talk. Been on the ground on our way to the top, and I still keep a G in the way that I walk. Same for the way that I talk, but we don't talk much, we just stay facts. And the fact is, we like Jay Black, and we about to bring this whole game back. Now let's walk. You about to walk with Frozen. You about to walk with bros. Look at me. Look at me. Look at me.
Let's get to it. Let's get to it. Before we start the blog real quick, just for y'all, we went fishing yesterday. We dropped the fishing live. We got a content video coming out, but we turned the camera on a little bit for y'all, let you guys see us actually going fishing with my uncle, my pop, and both of my little cousins, man. Well, I don't even like calling them little cousins. Both of them niggas grown, but you know, they always gonna be my little cousins. I don't care if they don't like it. If your friends don't tell you, Frozy will. But real quick, let me get y'all this real quick. Oh, God. You ain't lying.
Okay. Froze on. If your friends want to tell you Frozy will. Also, before we go, if you want to get this new See What They Do for Views shirt, head over to Twitter right now at I am Froze. At I am.
New See What They Do for Views summer edition is dropped. So if you're looking for a See What They Do for Views shirt, maybe a hoodie because you're in Alaska somewhere, hit me up on Twitter. I am Froze. If you can't DM me, let me know you're trying to, grab a shirt. I'll hit you with a follow, DM, get your shipping information, help you with the payment information, and all that good shit. These shirts aren't on our website. Why? Well, they're limited edition. They're limited edition. So if you want to see what they do for views shirt in any color, you hit me up because you know a lot of people are doing a lot of things for views. That phrase will live on forever. Respectfully, humbly, I'm legendary for that. I'm a little legendary for that. Paul, see what they do for views all 12 years ago, and that's still being a phrase. I'm proud of it. And you should be proud of your accomplishments. And I am. So again, if you want to get one of them shirts, man, tap in with me on Instagram, FrozenbergTv, or Twitter, I am Froze, at I am Froze. Fuck all of that. Okay. Sko, Easy, and War. Jeru's New Jersey twerk, that is. Just make sure I ain't missing nobody. I think that's about it that was involved in this situation. Obviously, a bunch of media outlets, covering it. So Skull went up on Angry Fan. He was talking to Anwar. They was going back and forth. And they got into a situation at an event. And long story short, without getting too much into detail, Skull had said that Twerk ran in the venue because some people outside was trying to get with him, ran in the venue and hid behind a curtain. They said he ran in the venue. Somebody yelled, "Everybody get down." I don't know if it was Twerk. I don't know if it was Debo. Twerk is saying Debo said that, but they said Drew's hid behind a curtain to avoid situations with some people in this city where this event was taking place. Supposedly something happened the night before. I don't know if it had something to do with the Moon and Drugs fight, but if you remember, pardon me, Drew's got in between that fight between Moon and Drugs. And at the end of that video, it looked like something had happened between Twerk and somebody else that was there that night. And supposedly this event where allegedly Jeruz ran in the building, this was a follow-up from that. Here's what I'll say. Before we get into what I'll say. So Anwar and Sco are arguing about allegedly what happened. Some Easy and his ex-girlfriend shit came up. That's been on and off topic for a while now. Doesn't seem like anybody wants to, really come forward with any concrete proof, or, certain people were there, don't want to speak on it, or it's just weird. I really don't know what's up with that situation. No, I don't condone DV in any way, shape, or form. I also believe you are proven innocent. Until you are innocent until proven guilty. That's such a nasty stain to have on your name. And for any man, you know what I mean? I just won't jump to conclusions and put that on them without, the proper evidence. And I think you should be okay. And as a man saying that, and that isn't me saying anybody is lying or is telling the truth. That's simply me saying I don't think I have enough or all the facts to make an opinion on that. But Sco is related to Easy's ex, and that a lot of people get on Sco about that, like how Easy being alleged this, but you being cool with him. I don't really look at it like that because again, that whole situation is hearsay up in the air, and I really don't know what happened with that. So I tend to leave that alone. But nevertheless, Anwar and Sco are going back and forth. Sco is adamant that this is what happened. Jeruz got some trouble out front of the event. He ran inside the event where everybody innocent was. If you got some problems outside, why you running inside is what Sco was saying. Twerk responded. Twerk said that's not what happened. He said he got in there, basically evacuated all the women out of the building, and everybody got down, and then he upped the situation. No diddy. He upped the situation, and things were ready to go left, as if they didn't sound like they were already going left. I really fucking can do without these stories. I'm in love with a good story. Froze will be the first one to tell you. I am in love with a good story. I love telling a good story, right? I don't like telling my kids stories as much as I like telling regular people's stories. And I mention my kids because a lot of those stories are folk stories, right? Fairy tale stories. I'm not really interested in telling those stories. I like true stories, right? I like, realistic stories because it puts a human element into it that, instead of trying to grasp your imagination on the moon and the stars, I actually want to touch your heart a little bit. You know what I mean? And I love those stories more than anything. I can do without these stories. I don't want to hear about anybody walking in events up in ladders, was ready to do this, was ready to do that. This person did this person did that. Well, I ain't got to hold you, y'all. It makes me uncomfortable. And I think there's no balance between street shit, real life, and battle rap. The problem is battle rap tries to act like it's some street shit, but then everything's supposed to be business. Big contradiction. And I think we've all fell victim to it. But it's fucking the game up. I find myself hearing these stories, not just this one, but hearing stories or, you know, and maybe even interested at first, but then after a while feeling exhausted, like, yo, this shit corny. Am I the only one not feeling this shit? Am I the only one feeling like this is pushing me away from battle rap? I think battle rappers fell victim to the internet culture. You know, in the last 10 years, what the internet has evolved into, it almost forces you to be a part of the internet world. In the internet world, the truth doesn't matter. What gets more clicks, engagement, and reaction and gets the trolls rolling is what matters. And I believe battle rappers fell victim to that. I believe that the battles don't entertain us as much as the in-between time, the downtime, the time we're waiting for one pay-per-view to happen to go to the next pay-per-view. I believe we can't just sit around and talk about who's top 10, who's got the best bars. Now, those don't interest people no more. Those don't get views on blogs. Those don't get spaces filled up. We want to sit around at a fucking high school lunch table and all act like teenagers. I'm starting to be ashamed to be a part of it. If your friends won't tell you, Frozy will. I am. And I don't want to speak as if I'm better than anybody. I went to the circus and punched my ticket and watched the clown show. I'm just telling you, I'm having guilty vibes afterwards. Because I never liked shit like that. I'm like, is this poisoning me too? Am I becoming a fucking battle rap high school fucking, you know, I don't enjoy this that much. I used to enjoy the in-between time. You guys mix it up, use words like promo. Nah, that's not the only way to promo. I never heard of Foots a day in my fucking life and never wanted to see Foots a day in my life. Never, you know, yearned to see one of his battles. Didn't even really know who he was. Seen him on a couple flyers, but never knew who he was. Then he gets a battle with Rum Nitty and he does the Crip Boot Camp video, but they call it Crip Boot Camp video, where he was, you know, acting like, or it might even been versus Gotti, I don't remember, but where he was, you know, doing workouts, but he was doing them as a Crip. Like, that's how Crips do it. You know what I mean? It was a hilarious video. I wanted to see Foots rap after that. Don't know why. Nothing he did had anything to do with rapping, but he entertained me. He made me intrigued about, you know, how he would approach this battle. And I say all that to say, he also issued an apology because I think he got some backlash after he did that video. And I understood why he issued an apology, you know, or just a statement that he wasn't trying to disrespect anybody. He's a comedian. But that type of shit was hilarious. I'm not asking everybody to do skits and become Drewski. But man, I'm just saying, I feel like we lay eggshells down. Y'all niggas either trying to go to jail or y'all trying to die. And, you know, I'd rather nip this shit in the bud before it go there. You know, we talking about shit that happened years ago with dudes that really don't have nothing to do with the culture at this juncture or on a major professional level. Might have been a subdivision league or might have just been some fans, some homies, some acquaintances of rappers. And we rehashing this, making somebody feel like they might have to go do something or making somebody feel like, oh, this is my moment to get clout. I'm not going to lie to you, man. You battle rappers is not going to be happy until one of us gets hurt behind some shit like this. I mean, I don't know if you guys know. We aren't secure as your average public figure or celebrity. We're not. I'm going to tell you why we're not. You think coming to the venue with 20 of your homies means you're secure? Because I do that, right? I don't do that for protection. My homies love me. They don't want to see nothing happen to me, and they want to root for me. And one thing my homies understand is how fucked up this battle rap game is. They know I might have woke up one day, a troll might have disrespected me. I might have said something disrespectful back to that troll who don't even have a face on his profile picture. Don't know what he looked like, don't know what he is, who he is, or none of that. And now he pulling up at an event talking about, yo, remember that suck my ick shit you was saying? No matter, he was disrespecting me. Now motherfuckers is looking for their clout. Okay, yeah, I got 20 people here with me. 5 cousins, 7 homies, an uncle, 2 brothers. So technically I'm safe. But damn it, what if they stab one of them? What if they shoot one of them because they can't get to me, or in response to people trying to make sure nobody get to me so the shit happen? Do you love your homies or not? To me, that ain't secure if one of my friends die behind protecting me. That's not security. That's not security. And I had to understand that. Well, damn. Yeah, technically, if it go down, I got a squad here with me. But they're going to jump in front of something to make sure nothing happens to the bag, the famous person. And even on a higher scale, there's battle rappers way bigger than Rosenberg that move the same way. These people aren't expendable to me. I love them. They are a part of my life. I love them dearly. I know they kids. I've been to their houses. We got to, they mom is my auntie. There's so many different variables. That is not security. But we move like that. Either it's because we loved or because I can't afford to walk around with 2 armed security. Or I don't want to be, you a hoe, you walking around with security. Damn, when was it some hoe shit to try to get back home to your family? When it was some hoe shit to have 5, 6 kids, 2 sons, 3 daughters, however many kids you niggas got. I know I got 7. Man, when has it been you pussy to want to get back home to them at any means necessary? It's not to me. We got to grow the fuck up, man. Is this a business or is this a zoo? I'm starting not to be able to tell. And I find myself in spaces or in, which they're not always negative. They're not always bad. But damn it, there is just as much bad as good. I be hearing a lot of people, spaces kill battle rap. I don't necessarily think that either. But what I will say is, there is some productive things that came from the spaces. There is more negativity on a day-to-day basis in those spaces than anything. At minimum, it's as good as the good things that have happened, right? And this isn't just to blame it on spaces, because again, I've been in plenty of spaces where it's just all love, good conversation. But we in an atmosphere where something gets said and somebody feels like they got to go and tell the whole story from their lens. And that could be incriminating. That could be rehatching danger in another city, a city close by. You never know who knows who. It's a small world, and I'm trying to practice what I preach, y'all, Trolls don't get me like they used to last year, year before that. I've gotten better with it. I slip. I'm not perfect. But why am I telling somebody mom the SMD because they said fuck Rosenberg Raw and his kids, but he got a Hey Arnold picture, and when you click on his page, he got 17 followers and it say top troll account in the world. Why did I have to say anything back to that? Just block him. Right? And I know I'm getting a little off rails here, but I guess I'm just speaking on all the issues that I believe is hindering the culture, taking the fun away from the culture, making the culture dangerous, and also just making it look like a freak show. And damn it, if we lost most of the major sponsors, we're not going to get them back with this type of behavior, which means we're in our last days if we don't clean this shit up. And if y'all okay with that, well, then keep it the fuck up then. If you guys are okay with it being in your, I seen how you niggas be moving with deposits. I remember when I was broke back in 2014, 2015, right? 21 years old, 18 years old, 19 years old, taking deposits, not going to battles. It put me in a lot of danger. It put me in a lot of danger. And that was some sucker shit to move because I was broke and I was fucked up. I done lost some money at a dice game. Somebody called me with a deposit for a battle I know I don't want to do, has no plans on doing, but I'm going to take their money as like a loan shark situation. You battlers do it. We've done it. Stop it. I'm not saying everybody, but the ones know who know. You done took some money and had no plans on showing up to that battle from the day you took that money. And once you take that money, you fix whatever problem or whatever itch you needed that money for, and now you're in, how can I get out of this without paying it back, or how can I get this person the money back without fucking me up? That shit gotta stop. We all broke. Carton of eggs is $7. Gallon of milk is $11. Nobody playing around with no fucking money. Let me tell you how much I know they're not playing around with no money. I had a situation over 10 years ago, maybe 15 years ago in Detroit. And I had lost contact with the dudes who had booked me for Detroit. But I knew I had some issues out there. I knew I didn't have a situation out there that I didn't make right. Just recently, I did some homework, hit somebody up that was a big name from Detroit. I said, yo, can you get me in contact? First, do you know this person? And can you get me in contact with him? Small world. Yeah, that's my man. For sure. What y'all good? No, we good. I think I just want to talk to him. Get in contact with him. Hey, yo, listen. I know that shit was 14 years ago. I don't like feeling like if I'm in Wisconsin, if I'm in Pittsburgh, if I'm in Ohio, I'm close enough to have some Detroit smoke. I want to get that tab right. Froze, that shit 15 years ago, we don't want no money, bro. It was thorough you reaching out. No, fuck that. I'm sending the money. Hooked me up with the ball. Gave that man his money back. All them told me they didn't want no money. They was tripping. They ain't even throwing events no more. The nigga that I was supposed to battle don't even battle rap no more. It was that long ago. Now I got on the phone with him, hearing his kids in the background as we talking, as I'm explaining myself as a man and how I was a sucker for doing that. No matter what my reasoning was, I should have still sent that chicken back. Now y'all got online disrespecting me, calling me all types of, I ain't paying shit back, get it back in blood. I never wanted him to do that. That's my ego talking. It's my pride talking. I made sure I gave that money back, not because they wanted the money back, because it was the right thing to do. That was a 16-year-old fucking tab. I know 16-year-old tab is insane. You're 100% right. And that's why I cleaned it the fuck up. That's why I cleaned it up. So something don't happen to my brother, who's a public figure now. Bros ain't nobody. He's a face enough. All the rappers know him and they all love him. Some of them love him in spite of me. Damn it, I see fans stopping him now, asking him to take pictures at Walmart. I don't want nothing happening to him because of some shit I did. My cousin, my best friend, my right-hand man, all got kids, all pay bills in their house, all the head of households. I don't fuck with no deadbeats. Man, we just gotta grow the fuck up a little bit. If your friends won't tell you Frozy Will, it's getting exhausting, corny, and not fun anymore, man. Not fun anymore. And you battle rappers with all these fucking managers, start checking them. I done seen a few battle rappers grab some managers. Shit ain't looking right. Just want to get back to the bars, man. I just want to get back to the days where we yearned for the bars. We loved the bars more than anything. We love the bars so much that when that bullshit popped off, you know, we cleaned that up. Now it just seemed like we mopping over fucking floors with dirty water. Yeah, technically the mop supposed to clean the floor, but we mopping it with dirty water. And it's just making shit dirtier. And if we don't clean it the fuck up, we ain't gonna have nothing to clean up soon. Message of the day. Let's grow up, y'all. If your friends won't tell you, Frozy will.
Big Froze, big Froze, big Froze, big